out that we are go for launch. So all systems are
30 seconds.
All systems are go for launch. Let's listen into the terminal count and watch as Falcon 9 takes our stack of Starlink satellites into space.
Stage 1.
T-minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition and liftoff.
Ready to go digital? Cut the cord from traditional injection molding with digital manufacturing.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Plus 40 seconds into flight, and Falcon 9 has successfully lifted off from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, carrying our stack of Starlink satellites to orbit. We're now throttling down our engines in preparation for max Q, which is maximum aerodynamic pressure. This is the largest structural load that the vehicle sees on ascent. We've got an awesome view of first stage of Falcon 9 there on your screen.
Max Q.
There's that call out that we've passed through max Q. Now, in about a minute, we'll have 3 events happening within seconds of each other. The first will be main engine cutoff, or what we call MECO, followed by stage separation and SES-1, or second engine start 1. Now, MECO is where we shut down all 9 of the M1D engines on the first stage to slow the vehicle down in preparation for stage separation. And stage separation is where the first stage separates from the second stage.
Vehicle is following a nominal trajectory.
Good call-outs there. First stage will then make its way back to Earth and attempt to land on our drone ship, Just Read the Instructions, while stage 2 continues its journey with the third event being second engine start 1. And that's where we light up that MVAC engine, and it will propel the second stage with our Starlink satellites to orbit. Now we're just about 10 seconds or so away from those 3 events. That is MECO, stage separation, and SES-1.
MECO.
Stage separation confirmed.
MVAC ignition.
And there we just had MECO and stage separation. On your right-hand screen, you're looking at that MVAC engine on the second stage, confirming SES-1. And a good call out that stage 2 is nominal.
Continue to follow nominal trajectories.
Both vehicles are nominal.
Separation confirmed.
And there you can see on your screen the fairing halves have been deployed. They are now making their way back to Earth, and as a reminder, we will be attempting to recover the fairing halves today with our recovery ships Go Searcher and Go Navigator.
All right, as stage 2 heads towards its targeted drop-off orbit, stage 1 will execute 2 burns in order to make its way back to Earth. The first is the entry burn, where 3 of the Merlin 1D engines will reignite, and this helps slow the stage down as it re-enters the upper part of the Earth's atmosphere. The second burn is the landing burn, and this is a single engine burn that brings the vehicle speed down rapidly in order to land on the drone ship. We're about T plus 4 minutes into flight, and if you're just catching up with us, we had a successful launch of Falcon 9 from Cape Canaveral, Space Launch Complex 40. If you're looking at a live view of the Falcon 9 Stage 2 as it delivers our Starlink payload to orbit. Stage 1 is cruising back to our drone ship, Just Read the Instructions, in the Atlantic Ocean.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
And there we go, we have entry burn start.
Stage 1 entry burn shutdown.
Beautiful, and entry burn cutoff.
Advertising on YouTube helps me reach engaged customers like Jenna, who's been searching for landscapers.
Stage 1 landing burn.
10 seconds out. We may see a video cut out here.
Stage 1 landing leg deploy.
All right, and there you can see we've landed first stage on our drone ship of Just Read the Instructions. This marks our 76th recovery of an orbital class rocket and the 6th recovery for this particular booster.
And there you could see it was a very quick burn, but we did have SES-II and SECO-2. We had a call out.
Nominal orbit insertion.
There we go. Call out for good burn and a call out for a good nominal insertion. A live view there on your screen, so we should see these deploy here shortly. We've got the sun beaming there in the background. Just about 10 seconds away from payload deploy.
Payload deployed.
Now you can see those Starlink satellites out in space drifting away from second stage. As a reminder, this is just their drop-off orbit. Shortly, they will deploy their solar array, and over the next few days and weeks, they will distance themselves from each other and use their onboard ion thrusters to make their way to their operational orbit.
And that brings our webcast to a close. Thank you to the range and the FAA for supporting today's mission. If you're interested in Starlink service, head over to starlink.com and sign up. Thanks again for joining us, and have a good morning.
9 Star.